Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. I want to do a quick news update and kind of cover everything that's been going on in the last 16 hours or so whilst I'm recording this video, because it's been pretty hectic for Fallout 76 and there's been a lot of chaos going on, to say the least. Now, in case you aren't on Discord or Reddit or anything like that, then I will be sharing with you all the screenshots and stuff so you know exactly what's been said by Bethesda, because some people will probably be in the dark on this and maybe just like get the news from YouTube and not know why they haven't been able to log in onto the game for the last 12 hours or whatever it's been now. I literally don't know, I just keep saying random numbers. Now, hopefully most of you will know that yesterday was update day, or at least kind of was meant to be. In this update, we were meant to be getting the Burning Springs update, and this was meant to be the kind of biggest update that we've had since the Wastelanders update, which obviously added in NPCs. And this is going to bring in, or has brought in, an entire new expansion on the side of the map over on the west side, introducing us into the new area of Ohio. Now, there's a whole bunch of mixed opinions on the new kind of quest line, the new area, everything like that, which I will dive into later. But for the first part, I just want to talk about what's happened and all the updates that Bethesda have put out. So to start with, at 9 minutes past 3 for my time yesterday, the servers went down for the maintenance, and an hour later we got all of the patch notes telling us exactly what had been changed. Now, normally it takes a few hours for this kind of to update, and then the servers come back online and everything's hunky-dory, all happy days. However, yesterday was one of them updates where this kind of just didn't go to plan. At 10 to 8 UK time, they've said servers are being opened, we'll see you in the Burning Springs. If you have any issues, please wait a few minutes before trying to log in again. Everyone thought world was good, servers are coming back, downtime wasn't too bad. However, it went on again, and it literally took 24 minutes and said, we are aware that there's some issues logging into the game at the moment, team is looking into it. 1 hour later, the team is still working on bringing the servers back online. Thank you for your continued patience. And it didn't end here, guys. This was literally, I think, the longest downtime we've had for an update, which is not ideal at all. It literally went on an hour later. We're still seeing reports of the 467 error code. The team is continuing to work towards addressing the issue to allow everyone to enter the game. Then, another hour later, while we are seeing some small improvements allowing some to get into the game, many still not able to get in. The team continue to work on it. I was one of the lucky few that did manage to get on. However, the issues were kind of clear to see. Like, the server issues were pretty clear in terms of the server that I was in, so everything was running fine, it looked good, there was no crashing, there was no kind of dodgy lag or anything like that, but there was some issues. Now, when you went through the main quest line and you get to the part where you need to speak to Runt, I couldn't go into the instance location, that wasn't working. I'm presuming that has something to kind of do with the actual servers being down and stuff. We had floating trees, we had ghouls freezing, and just like you'd kill them and the body would be frozen, kind of like back in the day when this was an issue. That was reliving itself all over again. So there was quite a few things in there where there was lots of issues, and apparently there wasn't many people who could actually play at all. Everyone that was coming in, say they were on Xbox and PlayStation, was saying they couldn't. I was playing on Steam and I could get in, fortunately, but there was still loads of people in the live chat when I live streamed it seeing that they couldn't get in. Now, from there it got even worse, because as of 10 past 12 UK time, they decided to take the servers completely offline whilst they work on a fix. This took around 2 hours, and then they decided to put the servers back up online, and then it kind of seemed to be that some people were getting back in. However, some people were still getting these error codes, and it went on for another 6 hours from when they actually put the servers, or for another 4 hours since they took the servers back online, but 6 hours from when they took them offline. And from 6:15 this morning, we've had 3 hours so far of me recording this, of kind of everything working as intended to some degree. So the final post they put up said, final update for this evening, the team has worked to stabilize the login process across all platforms, allowing for more people to log in and play the game. Hence why they're saying kind of like more people, not everyone. So clearly there's still issues. It says further stabilization and improvements remain our top priority. headed into tomorrow. In the meantime, some players might continue to experience various error codes when attempting to log in. We apologise for the inconvenience and wanted to express a huge thank you for your support. Now, I know there's a lot of people really mad about this whole kind of situation. I had people in the live chat saying that they took days off to kind of come, or they took the day off, sorry, to come and play this new update. However, it did not go to plan whatsoever, and obviously they couldn't play, which meant they kind of took a day's holiday for nothing. Some people even said it was the birthday and they were really looking forward to it, and it does suck that this happened. However, there's a lot of people kind of taking this out in Bethesda, calling them a lot of, I don't know, abusive names, let's call it, and people kicking off about it and saying that they're useless and whatever else. Look guys, at the end of the day, problems do kind of happen with this type of stuff, and everyone is human at the end of the day, to say it again, I guess. And you know what, in a way I kind of feel bad for the people who are actually working at Bethesda on this. You could play the devil's advocate and say, you know what, how many updates have you done now? Surely God, you'd kind of get in the swing of it by now. But there is the other side of it as well, which I kind of just want to remind everyone, just in case we are going down that angry kind of lane. These people probably like updated this, thought, happy days, this is going live, there might be a couple of teething issues, we'll go home at the end of the day. Turns out, no, they've just had to do a bloody, I don't know, 15-hour shift or something trying to get these servers back online, maybe even longer. I have no idea what's been going on behind the scenes, but that would be absolutely mental. Imagine showing up to work tomorrow and finding out you're not going home at 5 o'clock, you're there till 10 o'clock tonight. Unfortunately, you've got no choice. Imagine that. It'd be pretty brutal. Now, I have been on this morning and played and got some footage and stuff, and to be honest, everything was running fine. I could get in, I could continue the quest line. I think dailies were popping up fine from what I remember. Everything seemed somewhat okay, and I didn't see any more floating trees, and I also didn't get any frozen ghouls or anything, although I don't think I killed many ghouls, but I didn't see any whilst I was wandering around, and everything ran smoothly, no crashes or anything like that. So fingers crossed it should be the same for you guys, I hope. But now that we're actually getting into the game properly, I want to know everyone's opinion, so please do not be shy and comment below. I'm kind of thinking, what are people thinking about the new update in terms of the quest line and stuff? So I've seen loads of kind of positive feedback on the map and the area, all this kind of new Burning Springs area that we can go and explore. Lots of people have been saying it's really cool, they love it, the kind of vibes of New Vegas and stuff linked in there is fantastic, and I personally love it as well. However, the quest line is something that has been causing a little bit of a stir. I've seen a lot of posts on Reddit and stuff, people complaining, saying that it isn't as in-depth as other quest lines like Skyline Valley, where you had like a proper kind of set of quests to go through. This one doesn't seem to be as in-depth, and it's more kind of challenge related. Now, I feel like this is something to kind of mix it up on Bethesda's part. Maybe they've thrown this in here to just kind of see how it goes, test out a different kind of update in a sense, rather than just kind of having NPCs to talk to and stuff. This is kind of getting everyone playing for potentially longer, like when they've updated previous quests in the past. We've had some quests which take literally a couple of hours to complete, and then people complain that, well, I've done it in 2 hours, what do I do now? These are ones where you've got these challenges which will hopefully take people a little bit longer, and maybe that's the idea behind it. But yeah, let me know what you think about it down in the comments. You do have that bit of a mix between challenges and NPCs, so I'm interested to see what people think. Now, on that note, that is all of the news I have for now. If there is anything else drastic, if they do post anything like that, I'll be sharing it on my Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I'll be making any more videos if they decide to do any kind of hot fixes or anything like that. But for now, guys, that is it for this video. So I hope you did enjoy. I just wanted to keep everyone in the loop. I will be posting a lot more videos as it comes to it. I did just make a video on the grunt hunt and how to actually start it, because I feel like people didn't know how to do that, and then I decided I probably isn't going to help that many people. Just go to the table where the Google is, I guess. So it was a bit of a waste of time, but I've got other news updates coming out, so stay tuned for them, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you've enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and see you next time. Bye bye.